Hey everyone! We're the Violet Reality.
Woo! Look at that cool phone case.
I'm Casey Rain.
I'm Kim Camellia, and
welcome to This Week in Prince, episode 42! Thank you guys so much for sticking with us for 42 massive
so
purple
awesome. Yes.
episodes. And once again, we are here to bring you all of the purple
Yes,
news.
we are.
We're going to let Kim kick it off with the main news of the week.
So, for all of you UK people out there, if you've been keeping an eye on both our Facebook and their website, and also Prince.org's website, then you may have seen that no one but Steve Parke is coming to the UK. There's going to be an exhibition of pictures that were in his Picturing Prince book, and it's going to be running from the 9th of November to the 3rd of December. It's going to be so awesome, and we'll definitely be there.
Yep, so this is happening at Proud Galleries in London.
Yeah.
So this super awesome exhibition of some of the fantastic photos from Steve's book, Picturing Prince, which hopefully most of you guys have by now. The other awesome thing is that Steve himself is coming to launch the exhibition.
Yes, he is.
So there is going to be an exclusive invite-only VIP launch at the gallery the night before it opens, which is going to be on the 8th of November.
Yes.
And the really cool thing is that none other than these two awesome people here, myself, Kim Camellia, managed to get official invites to cover the launch of the exhibit from Steve himself. Steve reached out to us, asked us to cover the exhibit. It's totally awesome. We'll be there bringing you all the news.
Thanks so much, Steve.
Yeah,
we really appreciate this, and we can't wait to meet you.
We can't wait. So we're going to be there at the opening night of the exhibition.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you all the deets on it, and hopefully if you're in London, or if you can get to London, then you need to come and see this. And you can go and see the My Name is Prince exhibition at the same time, because that's going to be happening at the same time.
Exactly.
So if you're in Europe, or like somewhere in the UK that's not London, maybe far away, you're thinking, maybe I'll go for a trip. Well, come to London. Go to the Steve Parke Picturing Prince exhibit at Proud Galleries, and go to the My Name is Prince exhibition. It'll be a super purple trip.
And if you go, let us know when you're going, because we might be there multiple days. You just never know when we might pop up.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, that's awesome.
So go to thevioletreality.com. Latest news article is all the details about the launch of the Steve Parke London exhibit.
Yeah, we're so proud of Steve. Well done, Steve. So it's so cool. Oh, also, for all of you American people out there, Steve's book is now out in the United States. So you can buy it, and then you can look at all the pictures, because you guys, I heard you have some more pictures in the book than the UK version had. So yeah,
looks like we're gonna have to pick up a copy of the US version as well then.
Yes, we do. So
as you guys know, we've covered it in multiple videos over the past few weeks. PRN alumni had their event over the last few days in Minneapolis, their Paisley Park 30th anniversary event. Now, one piece of interesting news that came out amongst all of the stuff happening with the event was that Prince's brother Omar Baker announced that he wants to launch his own record label called PRN Family Records. He gave a speech. He expressed some frustration at the fact that the Prince estate is being run by bankers and lawyers, I believe was the phrase that he used, and then announced his plan to launch his own record label, which is going to be interesting, because as we all know, you know, the family, they can't do anything with Prince's music. You know, Prince's music is in the hands of the estate and the record labels and whatnot. So I'm not entirely sure what Omar plans to do with his record label. But it's going to be interesting to find out. We do support Prince's family, and we also support, you know, some of the stuff that's happening with the Prince estate, and we realise that it's a very complex, complicated affair. Not everyone is going to be happy all the time. People are going to be unhappy. That's just the nature of this big, messy situation that Prince left us with by not having a will. So,
Prince. But you know what? Everything will work out eventually, and like hopefully his music will be in good hands, and people that look after it and can categorize all the stuff that's been unreleased into like different eras that it's from and all that. But it obviously takes loads of time, guys, because you have to imagine, if you haven't been, like, imagine how big Paisley Park is, and if you have been, you would know. You would know how much stuff fits in there. Exactly. So shout out to Omar, shout out to all the siblings. We look forward to seeing what you guys do, what kind of projects that you do. We know that Sharon has already done that, you know, John L. Nelson project that's coming out.
yeah, we're interested to see all the projects that all the siblings do. So.
Speaking of people who are associated with Prince, Manuela Testolini, you all know her, has an amazing charity called In the Perfect World, and Facebook groups Purple Army and NPGUK have climbed over the O2 in London. So yes, the one that the Prince gig was at, like the whole residence of all the nights and that the exhibition is going to be about, and they raised over $5,000 for the charity. So
that's right, they did a sponsored climb over the O2 for the In a Perfect World charity.
That's so
over
good.
40 members of the NPGUK and Purple Army groups did this climb over the O2. No, that looks really hard. Like
I know.
I don't know if I could have done it. But there's some pictures on the Facebook groups. We're going to try and link to them in the description. Fantastic event, fantastic fundraising for the In a Perfect World charity. Yeah, awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff.
Yeah. Also, really nice groups to be in. So if you are in the UK, or like if you're the Prince fan, obviously in general, which you all are, just like be part of these groups on Facebook and like chat to each other, because we all share the same love for Prince, and it's just so great, the community vibe that there is in all of these groups that are all over the place.
Exactly.
And we're so proud of you guys. Well done.
Over the last year, we have had lots of different books coming out about Prince, and generally, they've all been really great, at least all the ones that we've had the chance to check out so far. There's another new one coming out in November. The author is called Stuart Willoughby. He is a fellow Englishman. And the book is called Minneapolis Reign, as in R-E-I-J-N. It's like a guide to Minneapolis through the lens of being a Prince fan. It looks really interesting. We're going to link to you that in the description for the pre-order. It's coming out in November. It looks like it's going to be really cool. So, yeah, shout out to Stuart. We look forward to reading your book.
And when we have, we'll talk about it in
we will.
the next one.
We'll do a full review.
Yes, we will. Alright, and then the last thing in this video is something really, really special, because U2 recently played a gig in Minneapolis, and they dedicated the entire gig to Prince. So they sang a bit of The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, a bit of Let's Go Crazy, and a bit of Purple Rain, and then Bono said that he dedicated that entire concert to Prince, which is just a beautiful thing to do as a fellow artist.
This was at the US Bank Stadium, which, as you guys may recall, was completed not long after Prince's passing. And before his passing, he had been in talks with them about being the artist that would open the stadium. So the stadium is it's very, very important to Minneapolis. It's very important in the context of Prince. Shout out to U2. And shout out to Bono for doing that. Yeah. That was a really nice gesture.
It is. I think it's just so awesome that like there's so many artists that look up to Prince, and there's no one that would say, "Oh no, Prince was horrible. We hate Prince." Like everyone just recognizes how much of a great musician Prince was, and like how phenomenal he was, and like how much his career has a place in like the history of music, basically. Like he so is a part of that.
Bono has always been quite respectful of Prince, even though Prince was a little bit salty after U2 won the Best Album Grammy in 1987 for the Joshua Tree beating out Sign of the Times. A decision that I do not agree with. I think Sign of the Times is...
Hey, we're praising U2 at the moment. So
I mean, fair play, Joshua Tree is an iconic rock album, but so is Sign of the Times.
They should have both won.
Anyway. Bono has always been respectful and been a fan of Prince, so it's really cool to see him do this. Shout out to Prince in Minneapolis.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
That's it for this week, guys. Yeah. A little bit of a shorter This Week in Prince than usual, but having said that, there was a bit of a gap between the last episode and the one before that, so there was more time.
Like
There's more time to gather the news. We're back on our general kind of schedule now, so we're not overloading you with a million pieces of news every week. We are just bringing you.
At some point again, you never know what's going to happen.
It depends. You never know. You never know how much Purple news is going to come out in any period of time. There might be like millions of things in one day,
or like
and then
nothing at all.
It's just the way that it goes.
But yeah, so keep an eye on our Facebook for like any update around Steve's event, and we'll definitely be there. And if you want to come and see us on any of the days that we're there, just like hit us up in the comments or on our Facebook or on our Twitter, and you can come meet us and talk to us.
Exactly. All right, guys. I'm Casey Rain.
I'm Kim Camellia.
We are The Violet Reality. Thank you for tuning in to This Week in Prince, episode 42. Bye.
Thanks, and be wild.
Be wild.
Bye.
Hi, you've been watching The Violet Reality.
Yes, you have.
And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to
like,
comment, subscribe,
and share this video with all your friends. Woo!
Thanks. Bye.
See you next week.